Hi everyone, this is Dave. Now, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know that I wear a traditional wristwatch. So it takes a lot for me to really like one of the new smartwatches, of which there are many on the market nowadays. And I was given the opportunity to try this one. This is the Huawei Smartwatch, or the Huawei Watch as they're calling it. And this is a Google Android Wear watch, but it does actually work with iOS and it works with my iPhone, which is how I've been testing it over the past few weeks. So let's take a closer look. So the first thing I want to show you is how this comes packaged. Now we've got an outer cardboard box, which is really nice to see. And then as we lift this up, you're presented with a traditional style presentation box that you'd get with any timepiece that you bought in a jeweller's. So it's really nicely presented. Now inside we have got the watch itself and some inscription inside the top of the lid. And this is presented on a cushion, again, as you would expect to get a traditional timepiece. And then we can lift this middle section out. And then inside here, there's a little tiny pull tab of ribbon. And we've got some documentation inside this wallet here. And then right at the bottom, we've got the USB charger. And then the charging cable I've of course already been using. And it's a puck style charger, magnetic, it's got some connectors on it, and this adheres to the back of the watch, and then you plug this into the wall charger, or indeed any USB charger to charge the watch. And the battery life seems pretty good, about a day to day and a half on a single charge. So let's pop the box out the way and have a look at the app. Now this app is running on iOS, this is on my iPhone 6s Plus. It's a very simple application, but it's functional. We've got a nice picture at the top. We've got some watch faces that we can tap on and send across to the watch. You can also change those on the watch itself. We've also got settings menu just here, and we can control Google Now, always on screen, tilt to wake, card previews, etc, etc. You can control the notifications that go across to the watch. And last but not least, we've got a simple drop-down menu here for a tutorial and also pairing function. So it's a very simple application, not as fully featured as if this was on a Google Android based smartphone, but at least we have got iOS functionality. So let's take a look at the watch itself. Now I mentioned that in the intro that I'm a traditional watch wearer. You can see my watch here, and it takes a lot for me to be impressed by a smartwatch. But this feels like a traditional watch. It's very, very well made. We've got some really nice stainless steel casing that's finished in a very deep and brushed finish black colour, and that black colour goes round onto the bracelet as well. This has got a butterfly style mechanism. You can actually get links taken out by a jeweller, or indeed if you're confident enough to do it yourself, you can get link removers on the likes of Amazon, so that's really easy to do. We've got a single button here on the side, and this sort of wakes up the watch for you. You can see the watch face here, no flat tire on the bottom as with some smartwatches, and we can swipe across and go into settings, agenda, alarm. We've got daily tracking, we've also got fitness tracking. The list goes on and on. It's got some really nice features to it. Now again, this is not as fully featured as if you were using this on Google Android. Let me just adjust the brightness because you couldn't really see that. Let's take the brightness down to something that's more viewable. There we go, that's a little bit better. Let me do that menu again for you. So you can see all of these different options on the menu. Very, very good indeed. And it's really responsive to the touch. Now let's go back to the main screen. We can also swipe down, we get some details about battery life, alarms, etc. And then we can also swipe up, and this brings up our cards. So we've got our notifications. Here you can see a notification came in from one of my security cameras, etc, etc. So a really nice experience, but I just want to really emphasize that this feels like a proper watch. This is a difference between maybe this and an Apple Watch, which is sort of squarer, definitely a piece of technology. This feels very, very well made indeed. Now, I'm still not 100% sold on it myself, purely because of the limited functionality in iOS. I think if Apple open up iOS a little bit more and allow these other brand smartwatches to interact better with iOS, then I certainly do think that it will be a lot better. For me, I'm still going to stick with my traditional watches, but if you're looking for probably the best of the smartwatches available, either for iOS or for the Google Android operating system, then the Huawei Watch is definitely worth checking out. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Please do hit like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another video very soon.